Morning, Impactors. Jeremiah here. Today we're going to be talking about John 10. Talks about shepherds. So with that in mind, I want to tell you a little story. Alicia, my wife, as you know, loves the goats that we have. We have 3 Nigerian dwarf goats, and they're really cool. But they know her. They rely on her, well, and us, but mostly her, to provide them food and water and bedding. They can't do it themselves. If they didn't have us there to care for them, they wouldn't be goats very long. So in what ways are we relying on Jesus? It talks about him being the good shepherd and how his sheep know his voice, and we are his sheep. And if we rely on him, or if we say we rely on him, are we really doing it? Do we really trust that when times get tough, that he will be there to provide us food? Be there to provide us comfort when we're going through hard times? I would encourage you to read through chapter 10 and really start to look at Jesus as a shepherd, as one who's going to care for you, as one who's going to love you and is going to provide for you even in the hard times. Another thing I want to talk about in chapter 10, it talks about how the Pharisees said things like Jesus was demon possessed because he was speaking as though he was God. They picked up stones and were going to stone him because he was speaking. They said, "You're speaking as though you're God." And they were listening to everything he had to say through their head, not through their heart. And what I say to that is, in your life, make sure that you're not listening to everything around you through your head. Make sure you're listening through your heart. It's kind of the old adage of you can't see the forest for the trees. Well, in this instance, the Pharisees couldn't see the forest for the trees. They couldn't see Jesus for who he was, because all they saw was a man who, by all rights, did nothing wrong, but because they knew the law versus the Spirit, they were willing to stone him, willing to kill him, and ultimately they did. So in your life, I just felt like, where are you distracted and you can't see the forest for the trees? Where in your life are you not able to see what's right there in front of you because of either something that you've learned or something that you think to be the truth? So I would encourage you to look at the world around you in new eyes today. Look at the world around you with God's eyes. See the people around you, not necessarily with your head, but with your heart. And show someone love today. Have a good one, guys. I guess my time's up. See ya.